Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, I have a supremely requested video. I'm going to be talking about my favorite eye makeup brushes. Now, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I've been doing a 31 days, 31 palettes series wherein every single day of the month July, I'm going to be sharing with you one eyeshadow palette and one look with that eyeshadow palette. So yeah, if you want, you can just go ahead and follow me on Instagram and see all of the looks that I've been creating. But one of the topmost comments I was getting there was talking about my favorite eye makeup brushes. So today I'm going to be doing exactly that. Now, these are all brushes that are available in India. I haven't included brushes that are not available in India only because, it's going to be an issue for all of you. And I do have other favorites from brands like Morphe and BH Cosmetics and so on and so forth. But as I said, they're not going to be available in this video as well as in India. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started with the painting and the brushing and the talking. Let's go. The first category I want to talk about are angled brushes. Now, angled brushes are my preferred brushes for filling into my brows. I really like angled brushes. The first recommendation I have for you guys is the NYX 18 brush. This is what it looks like. It also comes with a spoolie on the other side so you can brush your brows through. And this is what the angled brush looks like. It's really fine and nice and you can fill in your brows. I actually have two of these brushes because you can never ever have enough brow brushes. So we have that. The second one I have is the Pack 372. This is what it looks like. Again, another fine angled brush, great for filling in your brows. And the last one I have is actually a pretty tiny one. This is the Sigma Wing Liner E06 brush. This is what it looks like. It's really tiny. Now you can also do a wing liner with all of these brushes. I generally don't prefer angled brushes for my wing liner. I prefer these for my brows to just really fill in and create hair-like strokes and all of that. I'm gonna get into the brushes that I like for my liner later on, but these are the angled brushes that I would recommend to you guys. Next up, we have shader brushes. Now, shader brushes are brushes which are more denser, more stiffer. They will pack your eyeshadow down, lay it down so you get maximum pigmentation out of them. Some of my favorites are the NYX 14. This is what the 14 brush looks like. It's a very stiff brush. It is not super fluffy or flexible, and it will really put down your foiled eyeshadows or your shimmery eyeshadows, and it will ensure that you get your maximum pigmentation out of the product. So we have that. Another similar brush to it is the NYX 10 brush. Now this is flat on the top, so it's also great if you want to be doing cut creases and you really want to get like a closer, what do you call that word? A closer shave. This is not a Gillette ad, sorry guys, but like a closer cut crease. Basically a closer cut crease. This one is a great brush. Then we have the Makeup Revolution E101. This is a very small shader brush. Again, great for detailed work as well. If you have smaller eyes, hooded eyes, or you just like doing cut creases with great precision, amazing for you guys. And then the last recommendation I have is the Pack 105 brush. This is what it looks like. Now this is fluffier than the rest, so it is great for, satin or matte eyeshadows, just to lay them down, because this will not pick up shimmery shadows that well. This would work better with matte as well as satin eyeshadows. So I just had to throw in that recommendation for you guys as well. The next category we have are shader blender brushes. Now these are multitasking brushes. You can either pack your color down with this or blend your eyeshadow with as well. These are fluffy but still not dense and spread out. So the first recommendation I have is the MAC 217S. This is a cult favorite brush. Just look at that shape. It is so beautiful. It is fluffy, but it's stiff as well. Like, it's a very nice shape, so you can just pack your color on as well as blend it in your crease, because it does have that nice tapering going on. A very similar brush from Pack is the Pack 107. Again, just look at that shape. Let me just put them side by side for your comparison. So this is the comparison of the brushes. As you can see, they're very similar. So coming back, Pack 107, this is what it looks like. Again, it's nice and fluffy, but has that nice tapering, so you can blend your crease in it with as well. The next suggestion we have is the Pack 374. Again, a very similar shape, but it's slightly less tapered. As you can see, it's more flat on the top, so it will work great when you're packing your color on the outer corner and blending the outer corner out, not the crease but the outer corners. We have that. And the last recommendation I have is the Wet n Wild P15. This is what it looks like. Again, it's nice, but it's also slightly more spread out, so it's going to work great if you just want to to buff the color into your crease, like if you just want to buff whatever you have on your lid into your crease, it works beautifully for that. The next category is probably my favorite category. It's blending brushes. I love blending brushes. I hoard blending brushes. I pick them up the most and I just love them. The first recommendation I have is the NYX 17 brush. This is what it looks like. It has a very nice shape to it, as you can see, and it's very nice and fluffy, so it just really easily blends your eye out. As a matter of fact, I have 3 NYX 17 brushes. I love this. This is one of the best blending brush out there. Then we have the pack 274. This is what it looks like. The shape, as you can see, it is thinner on the end and thicker on the top, so it works great for people who have a bigger eyelid space and they just want something that will quickly work their shadows in, or if you're someone who likes to really buff your eyeshadow out and just like smoke it out and just, you know, go all dramatic, this one's for you. The next one we have is pack 114. As you can see, this is much smaller than the ones that I have been telling you guys till now. This is gonna be great if you have smaller eyes, if you have hooded eyes, or you just want something that will be more definitive in the crease yet still blend it out slightly and not just pack it on. And the last blender brush recommendation I have for you guys is the Wet n Wild P20 brush. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's very fluffy, very fluffy. So it's great just to blend all of the colors that you've packed together. So if you are someone who has been doing cut creases, you would know that you layer the colors first and you can just blend it out with the help of this, so just to get a nice gradient and no harsh lines. This is great for that. It is slightly on the softer side, so it won't be able to pack the color onto the eyelid. It is just a great blending brush and not meant for packing. Next up we have pencil brushes. There are various reasons that I love pencil brushes. A, I like to do my inner corners as well as brow bone with them. B, I like to smoke out my lower lash line. And C, if I'm doing like a smudgy liner, these come in so handy. The first one I have is the pack 110. This is a really tiny pencil brush. I typically like this for my inner corners as well as for my brow bone, not for smoking my lower lash line because this is too small to smoke my lower lash line out. So this is just for my inner corners as well as my brow bone. The next one I have is the NYX 15 brush. It's a very nice dome shaped brush. Like the shape is really nice and it's very stiff. So it's great to smudge out a kajal, or if you are smudging a lash line, then you can do that with this one. It's really nice. It's not super flowy, so it would really get the thing done. The next option I have is the MAC 219S. This is what it looks like. Again, the shape is very fine, so it's great to do your inner corners. But what I particularly like it for is to pack the color into my crease, especially if I'm doing a cut crease and I really want to get into the inner corners. This one is a great packer shadow for a cut crease. The next brush we have is the Inglot 8 OHPS. I've had this for ages. Again, it's a very nice pencil brush. Same reason, you can just pack in your colors whenever you're doing a cut crease, or you can smoke out your lower lash line as well. But my favorite pencil brush has to be hands down the pack 260 brush. This is what it looks like. Now this is more on the fluffier side of things, so you can really get into your crease as well and blend it out. I really like this brush. I can do my lower lash and I can do my inner corner, my brow bone. I can do everything with this one brush and do it so perfectly. I love this brush so much. Every time I use it, so many of you guys ask me which brush this is because it's such a perfect brush. You can literally pack on the color, blend it out, do your inner corner, do your brow bone, everything. This one has my heart. Lastly, now let's get on to the liners. The first recommendation I have for you guys is the Arte AE31 brush. This is what it looks like. Now this is a very stiff brush, so it's great if you are someone who is not supremely well with wing liner and you just want to make small dashes and just, you know, fill in the small dashes, because this won't go here and there. It's not super flexible, so you won't be going all over the place. So it's great if you want to just get into makeup and practice makeup on your eyes. So we have that. But the ones that I really like for lining my eyes are these Kryolan Zero Contour Genuine Sable brushes. Now these are for face painting. Kryolan has really affordable brushes. I have so many of Kryolan recommendations coming up, but these are face painting brushes, but I love them to do my liner, as they're so super fine. I can really get detailed, especially if you are doing a liner in your crease. You can just get really detailed with these brushes. The other recommendation from Kryolan for eyeliner that I have are the Kryolan Zero Torey brush. This is what it looks like. Now this is a synthetic brush, so it's great if you want to do a liner with a foiled eyeshadow. If you just want to make the foiled eyeshadow into a liner, you can just pick it up with this, wear it, and just apply it. It will apply it beautifully. The Sable hair won't be able to pick up shimmery shadows that well, so keep that in mind. The other brushes that I have are two Contour Genuine Sable. Now this is longer than the Zero one, so this is slightly fatter and longer than the Zero one. This one's for people who really like their eyeliners to be bold and just, you know, wingy and thick. So this is great for people who want that. And the last brush I have is the Kryolan 8. This is what it looks like. Now this is more flat, so if you are someone who would just want to use eyeshadow and just like, you know, go like that motions, this is great because it would deposit more color in one go. So you can make small dashes with the eyeshadow, or even with the gel liner or liquid liner, whatever you prefer. You can make a bigger dashes and you can get more area covered in each shorter span of time. Alright, with that we're done. Those were all of my favorite brushes, the brushes that have my heart, the brushes that I've been using for a while. They do not shed, they do not fall off, they're just so amazing. What you can do is just pick up one brush from each category that I've talked about and you would have a nice set, especially if you're a beginner. If you're someone who's more advanced in makeup, I would suggest that you pick up more blender as well as shader blender brushes. They would really help you out. You can also pick up some of these liner brushes because they would be so good if you want to do detailing. But yes, if you're someone who's just starting out, one brush from each category and you're sorted. If you still don't want to, you know, go through so much pain to select out one category, there are eye brush sets available out there in the market that you can pick up, and they would just make your life so much more easier. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also, let me know if you'd like to see my favorite face brushes or sponges or whatever is that your heart desires. Let me know, because your wish is my command. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys again enjoyed it and it was helpful for you and it just clarified a lot of your doubts out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you liked the video. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.